Oh, it's like this is like a hint from the earlier. Like it's the window, Alisa, and here we have Paulina over there with the violin. God, we are Casanovaing up so much. It's like Paulina. Oh, we are a hero. It's like we talked to her for 1 minute. Uh, okay, so here's the thing, right? I don't think there's necessarily a huge chance to meet Alisa again, or at least not today. It already sounds like she gave up on us. Maybe she's part of our mind. But even if we don't meet Alisa, it feels like this path takes us closer to the forest. I want to learn more about Paulina as well, but she'll be there tomorrow. She'll be in school tomorrow. But if she goes missing, I'm gonna be I'm gonna feel very guilty. If she goes missing, I'm gonna do a separate playthrough for that alone. But I'm gonna pick Alisa / the forest. I feel this option more means the forest because I don't have too much hopes about her. But I would love to meet her again. Even though she was lying. She was cunning. After closing my backpack, I ran down the stairs. Also, Paulina was already... I already told Paulina that I'm busy. Adventure. You went on a... Ashimon says you went on a date with Alisa. That's... That's in the mind of the protagonist, I guess. I did... You know what? I don't even anymore. You were talking so heroically about your sister Olya, your family at Disneyland, finding the poor lost boy, and then this is what says in the achievement. Fair enough. I scanned my surroundings through the window in the main hall. Nobody's suspicious in sight. That's what I thought. Oh, you mean the boys? The boys as well. The school doors creaked. The sound was similar to the music from a thriller, the high note that comes before an intense scene. I ran around the school corner, trying not to catch anyone's attention. The smell of pastry and burnt sugar wafted from the school cafeteria. I froze when I saw a silhouette in the second floor window. It must be Paulina, gliding a bow on violin strings with her head slightly tilted to the side. She did seem to be as daydreaming as us, like staring out the window, imagining the forest, but still letting the music flow through her. I wish I could hear the melody she played, but Paulina was only a dark outline on the window's yellow sheet. I dragged my feet forward. An old-fashioned gate. What is with that guy? He is so shady. He looked sort of shady, or at least as someone who wasn't a teacher, as yourself put it. Oh, there's a hangman. So that's what she meant by hangman, probably. The net on a football goal in the yard fluttered in the wind. And with my poor Cyrillic understanding, it says Strax pobeg pravda. Is that what it says? Troj shiv stes bisha. Stes is like here is, or this is, isn't it? I don't know. Let's see. The same wind that hurled small white whirlwinds through the field. Somewhere nearby, an invisible tractor was humming, scaring away the crowd of cawing birds. You should really become a writer. You're so good at this. Let's see, I'm just going to turn off this. There we go. Excuse me. Alisa and her scary mask also came to mind. Immersive mask. Very, very high quality mask, but scary at times. As if it wasn't a mask at all. Like, when she was yawning, I thought she was threatening me, like showing her teeth and all. Right now, in the light of day, it was really hard to believe she was real. Yeah, you and me both. What did she say back then? At the backyard, near the hanged man, where we seem to be standing now, and I just noticed there's a squirrel in the tree. A cute little squirrel. Probably not something you see often in the snowy weather. What did she mean by that? Look at the wall, my man. But first, let's have a peek over here.
Извините.
Excuse me. The silhouette turned around the corner and walked deeper into the dead end. Maybe it's like a private detective or something, like having a peek around her to see if that there's not anyone suspicious going around, but he's very suspicious himself. I don't know. Like, it makes sense if the police would send out someone to like keep an eye, and doesn't want to like get too close to the children or anything, but like wants to keep an eye around. Because if he really was like a shady dude, let's be honest, he was pretty visible. He was standing right by the opening gates of the school, and here it's just, yeah, he didn't. It didn't look like he was trying to hide or anything. He left cigarette smoke in its wake. It was an adult. A teacher, maybe. Well, you remarked that he didn't look like a teacher earlier, assuming he's the same one. Alright. A forest squirrel. The squirrel is chomping on sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds? Someone from the school is probably feeding her. Interesting. The big boy bully smelled of sunflower seeds, so I hope he's not particularly nearby right now. Syringes. Ugh. Yeah, my right mouse, my right mouse button felt how I didn't like syringes, just tensing up. A used syringe among the cigarette butts. I hope somebody just needed an insulin shot. I just threw it away. Syringes. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here. So let's us click at the hangman. I looked at the wall. There was a hangman drawn under a thin black line of resin. Someone played the hangman here. And it looks like someone won by just one leg missing. If you draw the hangman before you can guess the word, you lose. I had to play that game in Ludo recently. Something was scribbled on the both sides of the man. Escape, fair, truth. Strax, pobeg, pravda, which I probably didn't pronounce well at all.
Ближе, мой сладкий.
Come closer, sweetheart. You know, for such a distorted voice, I could recognize that voice anywhere. We have inbound a canine. It took me a while to realize where the sound was coming from, which would make sense if it is imaginatory. But if it is imaginatory, why would we notice a hangman here? No, this doesn't add up. We did go to school, like, prior to this, through the hallways and all, but I don't think we were back here, were we? My eyes strolled through the cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac? What is that? At the school backyard, through windows and snow. Examine. Oh, wait. Is she hiding under there? Is she a dead girl? Is she like a ghost or something? That because we left her waiting then in the snow in that case. Yeah, no, this is just all too weird. Let's look that. Also, that voice was very clear considering she was possibly buried under here. One of the snow piles started trembling, like a volcano before it erupts. Oh! Give me your heart. It almost fell out of my chest, but yeah. You're quite a prankster. Okay, she is quite well dressed for hiding out of there, I guess. These clothes are gonna keep her very warm. The big ears! Yeah, I can't. In the blink of an eye, the white crust crumbled and a fox jumped at me. She made a gracious bow, enjoying the effect her appearance had on me. The silver of snow shined on her coat. I couldn't even imagine that thinking about girls with tails can be this... I don't know what to compare it to. This weird, yet somehow intriguing. Something infectious, toxically sweet.
Отпор не дал, сердце потерял.
Fight back or your heart is in my bag. I can't help it. She's really, really sweet. She's adorable. She was so freaking shady early on, and now all of the shadiness just adds to her character. The music doesn't help. It's like adventurous, cute music. Like adventurous. She giggled so enthusiastically that it forced me to smile.
Да ну тебя!
Oh, come on. I quickly rolled a ball of snow and threw it at Elisa, and she's like, "Oh, don't hit me. Oh, there." She tried to dodge, but it was too late. A hit to the shoulder. It gives me flashback to the poor dog that got it straight in the head. I hope the dog is okay. And that was her dog too, wasn't it? She gave it a name. Well, she could have given a stray dog a name, but the dogs seem to follow around. So, curious.
Ох ты ж!
Ah.
Гадкий мальчишка!
You insolent boy.
Да, вот такой я.
Yeah, that's me. Call me insolent. Call me insolent one more time. But yeah, you started it. The fox slowly backed down, trying to arm herself.
Ты хитер, да мы хитрей.
You are sly, but I'm a fox.
Ловок ты, да мы ловчей. Ха!
I think out of the box. What is it with her voice? It sort of feels like it's a real fox that sort of has taken a human form. So it really doesn't help my quarrels about is she like real or not? Because she's probably not. She's either magical or she's not real, or she has something in her mask that really distorts her voice. Her retribution was swift. A snowball arched its way above the snowy yard, and the ravens flying in the air. We always get reminded of the forest, like the ravens. So they are ravens this time, because I heard crows earlier. I wanted to duck, but slipped and fell to my knees. And while I was getting up, I caught a huge chunk of snow with my face. I burned up from the cold. Looks like you just basically throw a snowball in your own face. I swore loudly from immense disappointment.
Блять!
Using the words I heard in Sector Gaza's songs on the cassettes I hid from my parents. Bliat. Sector Gaza, a Soviet and Russian rock band that... Oh yeah, I thought it was the one above. A Soviet and Russian rock band that played the so-called Korkos hillbilly punk, founded by songwriter and singer Yuri Klinchkik, Yurakoi. The band often paid homage to popular Western rock bands and used a lot of profanity and fairy tale themes in their lyrics. Supposedly died from overdosing on drugs. RIP. If Dad heard this, he would have definitely given me a good whipping. Yeah, if he heard that you talked to a fox girl, he would be like, "Son, what are you on about?" Dad had very low tolerance towards obscene words and always communicated in clean Russian.
Да ладно тебе.
Oh, come on.
Не больно же совсем.
It can't hurt that much. Okay, that's cute. She's reaching out her hand, but her eyes are completely blackened. Completely blackened, as if, like at those times when we get spooked by her. But yeah, she helps us. She helps us up. She brushed off my hood as if to show compassion, took me by the elbow, and helped me get up. With care uncharacteristic for a child, she took off my glasses, blew away the snowflakes that were stuck to them, and handed them back. Yeah, we are vibing with her. She's showing a compassionate side. She's not like... She has this little bit of a mocking attitude, but it's more like teasing. It's not like real mocking. She's warming up to us. Oh, whoa.
Вот так. 1-1, Тоша.
Now we are even, Tosha. Well, okay, I suppose. Only people who were close to me called me that. Yeah, I remember Olia said that. Like Antosha. She said Antosha earlier as well, which probably is a diminutive of Anton. But now she just says Tosha. Which is another reason why I think it could be in her mind. But I digress and keep going back and forth between my mindless theorizing. I suppose it's going to be hard without continuing to see where this goes. And I haven't seen her real face. Didn't know her last name. I didn't even know her first name. What was it? Elisa was just something that we call her. I don't know what class she was from, but it sounded like she didn't go to school. Or if she had a real tail under her coat. That's like one of the... I love that this is part of the thing which he keeps wondering about.
Желаешь отыграться?
Want to get ahead? Well, sure. Let's get out of here before the bully comes, because, sunflower seeds. I don't... If you are part of my imagination, then I don't think that's going to stop Mr. Bully from doing his bullying
Мы
deeds.
хотели поискать Вову, помнишь?
We were going to look for Vova, remember? Yeah, I think that's what she was talking about.
Лучше поторопиться, а то меня родители станут искать.
Okay, she got like a more serious poster for some reason. We better hurry before my parents start looking for me. Not just a serious poster, but it seemed more like that's not what I wanted to do, or something like that. I don't know. The fox let out a lazy yawn.
Родители.
Again. Parents. What? I really can't believe... Like, it feels like it's half like a Max, it's half real. I
Как
can't...
скучно. Да не будь ты таким занудой.
Don't be so boring.
Давай чуть-чуть поиграем. Все
Let's-
равно тебе дома тоскливо.
Let's play for a bit. You're always bored at home anyway. Yeah, she's imaginary.
А ты откуда знаешь?
And how do you know that?
Тоже мне тайна.
It's not even a secret.
Со взрослыми да в 4 стенах. Тоска смертная. Всегда.
She's either very, very smart or she's an imagination. It's always way too boring being locked up in a house full of adults.
У меня от стены взрослых нервный тик. Вот.
I get all jittery from both houses and parents, see? What was that? Her furry fox brow started twitching. I faked a laugh in reply, unsure whether being able to move parts of her mask like that was genuinely funny or not.
Ну же, Тоша, решайся.
Come on, Tasha, don't be scared.
Я же вижу, ты хочешь поиграть.
I can see you want to play.
Если победишь...
And if you win... The fox girl got dangerously close to me and stood on her tiptoes, almost touching my face with her rough little nose. Playful fires danced deep in her eyes. She's very energetic. She'll get that. She smelled nice, like berries in saccharine. Didn't she just smell like citrus or something before? Or was that just all the candy she pulled out? You said she smelled like it. Is this a smell of independence and true freedom? I mean, the kind where all you have to do in your life is run wild and eat sweets. Maybe it's not really a smell, maybe it's more like an aura that would pick up on, but it manifests like a smell. Her whisper poured into my ears like scalding hot water.
Если победишь, буду твоим провожатым.
That sounds more like it. If you win, I'll be your guide. That is my ticket to Disneyland Paris, basically.
Поверь, мне есть есть что тебе показать.
Believe me, I have lots of things to show you. Something tells me that I'm also gonna show how I go missing.
Найдем твоего Вову.
We'll surely find your Vova for one, because you'll go missing as much as him. I felt as if a giant invisible spring bent inside me. What was that supposed to mean? My tummy hurt, but the sensation was somehow not exactly unpleasant. Okay, this is probably as pleasant as Foxgirl is going to be, so this is probably gonna make us able to investigate more in the forest. And I don't care if this is an imagination right now, because even if this is not a real girl, then at least it keeps us calm while we try to go into the forest. It keeps all the other hallucinations at bay, for sure. Just listen to this ambience in our mind. This was so weird. I just had a conversation with Paulina, and now Alisa was going to drag me along with her. I felt like my mind was becoming blurry, splitting in two, like those gravestones on the TV record. Yeah, it's like we prefer to talk with a figment of our imagination instead of a real girl.
А если проиграю?
And what if I lose? She's gonna get up real close to me, darken her eyes, show me the teeth, and she's gonna be like, then I'm gonna be a guide for the other creatures and come to you at night and eat you up. Game over.
Душу из тебя выцарапаю, неженка.
See, I was hot. Partially it was right. Darkened eyes. Okay, I'll try to be serious for a moment. I'll claw out your soul, softy. But this time we could tell that she was joking, because not everything around multiplied in that fair that we got earlier.
Давай, скорей!
But it begs the question, what will happen if we lose? Because she was being evasive. She was being evasive. Come on, let's go. She burst out laughing, whipped the hem of her coat, and ran toward the road we used to come to school in the morning. A good laugh extends life little by little. I like that. Okay, so her promise, that sounded almost like a threat. Yeah, it did a little bit. But what choice do we have? It hypnotized me. I bent down and scooped up some snow, and also what we were going to play. You talked about winning, so you must have something in mind. So, I wish I had a device that would tell whether Alisa was joking or being serious. Well, it's called a lie detector, but I don't think it's very accessible. Is there always a third option with people like her? Between her jokes, her laughter, and her hot breath on my ear. Oh yeah, she got real close, didn't she? I wanted to win. Wait, how did... The mask is sort of closed. How did she breathe hot air on her ear? I mean, that mask does seem to have a life on its own, doesn't it? I wanted to win. To punish her for the lightness and freedom she possessed that was clearly too much for an average girl, and to show her that I'm not just a sissy. When I, on the other hand, was possessed, or rather intoxicated, by the thirst for adventure, by my curiosity. Just like that time when I ate the cherries from Mom's nalivka and lied down with my eyes closed while the bed was spinning underneath me. That sounds like a fermented, alcohol effect. Nalivka, a sweet alcoholic drink made from fruits and berries, often called berry vodka. It normally contains only 25 to 30% of alcohol. I'm not sure if that's like percent. Is that like 2 to 3 promille, like beer, or is that like actually? Well, I don't know the English measurement for this, but much for a child like if our head was spinning, that was pretty strong, probably, even if we were young. I spat and then cleaned my lips. Do you want to play Little Sister Fox? Little Sister Fox? What? Well then, let's play. Excuse me. Little Sister Fox. Is this also like a glossary thing, or is this... I don't know. Little Sister Fox. I armed myself with a snowball and chased the fleeing fox girl. And we look happy. I saw a familiar street with the wooden posts that didn't look scary anymore. See? They were just logs, covered in snow. If I were to shout now, the guard dogs would start barking and their owners would peek out of their windows. Alisa's small silhouette was mocking me from far away, so it was useless to try hitting her with a snowball for now. Waste of ammunition. Birches, mutilated by the cold, peeked out to view along the clear road. A giant snow pile towered near one of the trees. This was probably the place where the tractor brought all the snow from the village. A whole family of foxes would fit in such a pile. Oh yeah, the tractor that was not silent, it was invisible, I remember. Chasing away the wildlife with its invisible presence. No, I thought, she's the only fox around here. She alone is already too much. My second morning acquaintance was running around near the edge of the forest. The stray dog with a mangy tail. Hello, I forget your name because I'm very bad with names. She sniffed around and marked the naked berry bushes and ran toward the other ones. Okay, at least I was like, where did the comfortable ambience going down? I had like a It's like, should I be out there? No, I shouldn't. But still, Alisa showed up from under the hill.
Жулька! За мной, девочка!
Shulka, follow me, girl. We didn't even know it was a girl until she now confirmed it. I think she confirmed it now. I don't remember her confirming it earlier. The dog's ears perked up. It barked in agreement and followed her lead. It's a 2 versus 1, huh? We ran farther and farther, exchanging snowballs, laughing and stumbling. The winter forest towered in front of us, reaching for the low clouds. We were at the edge of its shadow, bony and almost corporeal. Almost. The fox hid behind a huge pine, clearly trying to get close to me and shove more snow down my collar. Oh, meanie. Oh, you're gonna feel that. It was a good plan, but Shulka, who was running circles around her, gave her away. She's on my team. I broke off a dry branch and decided to act even trickier. I put my hat on it and... I see. Put my hat on it and peeked it from the other side of the pine. I'll make her think that it's my head. I bit my lip to stop myself from laughing, then jumped out from the other side and performed a point-blank throw. Alisa probably cracked my plan right away, but still let me win 3-1. Oh. Well, she is cunning. I was wounded in the leg. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna take a note at this mouth. Was it always this open when she's at her other poses? Let's see. I was wounded in the leg and she got shot in the chest and in the stomach, losing imaginary blood in front of my eyes. Pleading for mercy while also choking from laughter. Please, mercy. It sounds like she has like the fun of, like the lifetime of fun. What is the time of her life is what I wanted to say. It's like, it sounds like she hasn't got the opportunity to play often. I'm dying.
Да все, живи!
Okay then, I'll let you live. You won't be much good to me dead anyway. You were supposed to be my guide. So.
Спасибо, добрый рыцарь.
Thank you, oh valiant knight. Yeah, your mouth is still a bit open. Okay, so the mask is like that. I'm just trying to see what changes are in the mask. How real is it? Very realistic, but I just wanted to see if it moves more than I thought. Just give me a hint if it's like becoming real or not. More than the yawn. Okay, so she pretended to bow to me, then grabbed 2 full handfuls of snow and, like a dying warrior, threw them my way in a last-ditch effort. I dodged her attack easily, laughing uncontrollably and being mad at the same time. I finished her with 2 precise shots. I don't care if it's imaginary. He's having fun. If she's not imaginary, then she has a lot of fun. At the very least, one person has a lot of fun. He needs it. He needs not feeling threatened by the woods all the time. He needs to... He had a rough day.
Живи, живи.
He'll let me live, he says.
Научил бы меня жить, раз умный такой.
Learn me how to do it if you're so smart.
Молчи, ты умерла уже!
Oh, shush you, you're already dead.
Тоже мне помеха.
When did that stop me?
Давай сыграем в кое-что поинтереснее.
Let's play something more interesting. Oh, something about the woods, I'd wager. Although the music aren't spooky yet, so who knows. Oh, she dashed behind the trees after blowing snow in my direction. It's like a smoke bomb. A snow bomb.
Раз, два, прилети, сова.
Раз, два, 1, 2, time to play with you.
3, 4, 5, время поиграть.
3, 4, 5, the owl will arrive. Yeah, it sounds like you're summoning the others. I hesitantly moved toward the windfall.
6, да, 6, дыбом волчья шерсть.
6 on end. The wolf's grey fur will stand. Where do I come in? Like, it sounds like you're doing a summoning ritual. What is this for a game? Or maybe you're summoning them so I can play with them. Is that it? I thought I was a real tail gliding across. I thought I saw a real tail gliding across the bushes. Not was, as it stands there. I rushed to the intertwined branches that helped Alisa to hide, as if something was pulling me there. I had to move them, tear them off like spiderweb. Branches sprang back in my face, but it felt like they were caressing my cheeks and not hitting them. Forest is coming to life. I was sweating, but still had a lot of stamina left. I'll make sure to catch you, little fox. Alisa's voice was wandering among the windfall.
7, 8, бьем копытом озимь.
Oh, that's getting quite intense. 7, 8, stomp your hooves in weight. I have a sneaking suspicion that the very playful laughter is going to turn into evil cackling at one point.
А я тебя недооценила.
My braveness for coming into the forest? Seems like I underestimated you, she says.
Думала, ты просто мальчик.
I thought you were just a boy. I can see you half camouflaging, but also half disappearing, and you look very tall right now. Confident that she was behind the dry pine, I rushed to intercept her. But you can hear the music sort of fading a bit in the distance as well, as if reality is fading. Oh, what? That's a wolf? No, that's her. That's her. She has like a... Now you see that the mouth is closed. Now she looks real. This does not look like a mask at all. The local acoustics tricked me. Her voice was already echoing from the other side.
А ты зайчик.
There it looks like in between. You are a bunny. So we're playing fox and bunny?
Шустренький, хорошенький.
So nimble, so cute, so tasty, so meaty. A snowball flew at me from the shadows, whistling near my ear. Okay, so you're not gonna eat me. Okay, that's good. You know, we never know with her. We never know with her. I'm starting to half regret going this path. Okay.
Я тебе дам, зайчик!
I'll show you, Bunny.
Дай мне зайчика, дай!
Yeah, do that. Show me. How is she camouflaging that well? And teleporting all around. A bright fox fur coat flashed near a rotten stump. I rushed there, jumping over a ravine.
Зайчик, выходи скорей! Мясом накорми зверей!
The ravines were dangerous here, didn't they say? Bunny, show yourself, be brave. Give the beasts fresh meat they crave. This furry color that flashed from every tree was the most important thing in the world for me. You know, if she has any affiliation with the other creatures of the forest, the dangerous creatures that chased after me that night, then for sure they're gonna be around, for sure, somewhere around here, closing in. My lips started trembling, as if I was a cowboy that was chasing his prey. I think the game has said we are a bunny, and they are a fox, so I don't think we should assume that role. One jump and the fox was in my embrace, so smooth and desirable. I got food chain, my boy.
Ой, все, ты победил!
Fine, you win. I guess you didn't hit me with the snowballs enough then. Exhausted, huh? She leaned against the scratchy bark and started puffing.
Пожалуйста, давай немного отдохнем.
Please, let's have a break. Ah, you had too much fun, huh? Out of practice because she doesn't play much. It sounds like she had such a fun time. If she was playing like this every day, she probably wouldn't have... Well, she's alone as well, so...
Ты слишком быстрый, слишком сильный, лакомый, слишком.
Ah, there we go. That's what I said just moments ago. You're too fast, too strong, too tasty. Satisfied, I put my hands on my sides, waiting for the spoils of war from the defeated girl. Your end of the bargain, girl. Oh, she never knows when to give up. Who was exhausted 2 seconds ago? What I got was a sly snowball in my smug face. The cunning fox ran away, roaring with laughter. Yeah, that sounded more like it. We just laughed again. That was probably a mean way of putting it, but that sounded a bit more ominous than before. Roaring with laughter, but I wasn't even mad about it. I needed to catch up to Alisa, to tackle and subdue her. Tear off her mask and see everything. Don't do that, man. She was so self-conscious about this. She doesn't want to give you her name. She was very self-conscious when you probed her about the mask. Don't do that.
Бедный зайчик прыгает.
Poor little bunny jumps around, but the bunny's not a prey.
Возле мокрых сосен.
In the wet pine forest.
Страшно в лапы волку, серому попасть.
Afraid of getting eaten by the big grey wolf? No, you said they wouldn't touch me when you were near me. That was your sales pitch when I entered the school. Don't you remember? Your end of the bargain, girl.
Думает о лете, прижимает уши.
Thinking of hot summer, keeping his ears low. Hot summer is not exactly what I think of when I go out playing in the snow. I don't go playing in the snow anymore, but when I'm out in the snow, I mean.
На небо косится, небо не видать.
Sneaking glances at the hidden sky. The sky really did disappear under the trees. I moved using the barking of Shulka as a guide. Oh, Shulka is still there, reminding us that she's still there, since she was closely following her owner. And I was getting closer. And the same trail I imagined back at school blinked under my feet. It turned out that running like there's no tomorrow was so easy. Faster, higher, faster. I felt like there was a well of untapped potential inside me, and I drew from it. My muscles were buzzing, my lungs felt bigger, and I felt much stronger overall. Is the forest turning us into creatures? No, that can't be it. Even my vision became sharper. I saw every icy branch, every dent in the bark. Something colorful was lying near the bushes. A piece of clothing. Another colorful spot to the right. Alisa was losing her clothes on the oh. She is turning into a wolf. I thought it was like the boy, Vova. That we had another lead on him. But she's turning animalistic again. Like she was about to earlier when we first met her. At least according to Anton's descriptions. So Alisa was losing her clothes on the run, like shedding her skin. I also used my teeth to take off my mittens, excited by all that. I'll get naked and feel all the wind to the last drop. This is getting very weird. Faster. I reached out to take off my hat, to throw away everything that stopped me from running wild in this endless forest. You know, the place here is cold as it is. That's one sure way to get very, very sick. But it also sounds like we could be turning. I'm interested to see where this is going. Are we becoming an animal? The backpack slowed me down, so I threw it in the snow, along with all the pens that were inside, with all the notebooks, all of my drawings on the sidelines, and a dinosaur for Olia. Oh no, we're gonna draw... I forgot about that. We were gonna draw a huge dinosaur that Olia couldn't pronounce the race of. Olia. Suddenly, a clear picture appeared in my mind. My sister, standing still near a window, basking in the dusking sun. Her small childish palms are pressed to the glass, leaving marks when a worm lit up. She could warm up the whole world like that. She did have a very warm aura, didn't she? She's looking at the taiga and saying my name. Taiga, what was that? Taiga. Taiga, taiga, taiga. Oh. See tag. Okay, I guess I'll have to come back to that. Tosha. I stopped, took a deep breath, and realized how rash and stupid I was, trying to undress in the middle of a forest while chasing a fox. That is probably not the most conscious and sane moments, I would wager. I returned to get my backpack, as if it was a part of my being I dropped. I remembered again how my sister didn't like to be left home alone, how she asked me to come home faster. What kind of brother am I? Running in the forest that I used to scare my sister with. I'm having fun, while she's not even allowed over the doorstep. Sit in your cage, Olia, and watch the same cartoons over and over, which she even felt sad about yesterday. Wanted to go outside, but didn't, well, was scared and also... Yeah, poor Olia.
Тоша!
Да, Оленька.
Yeah, Olia?
Тоша, а куда?
Where are you? What was... Huh? What was that face? Where are you hopping to, fucker? What? Olia? Oh. Oh. from the darkness behind the pines, just like cavemen from their cave, appeared smirking Simeon with a bunch of his cronies.
Ну, здорово, Антошка.
Yo, Antoshka.
Хе-хе, не вышло сдрыснуть, да?
Thought you could slip away, huh? Oh, that face.
Очкарик в жопе шарик на.
Check out this four-edged freak. Look like someone already punched you in the face. They surrounded me like a carnivore's pride, making me step back. The smell of sweat and tobacco attacked my nostrils. The inside of my mouth felt salty, as if I'd licked a battery.
Алиса!
Alisa? The name of my companion turned into a stifled cough. Pines were swaying back and forth like solemn guardians. I was frantically looking everywhere. I dreamt of fighting that fox among the trees, expected her to come to my rescue. But only the wind replied to my pleas.
Где Алиса?
Where's Alisa?
Что вы с ней сделали?
What did you do to her? I shuddered after hearing my own voice, and I suppose they don't even know who she is. Even if she was real, she doesn't seem to go to that school. So they wouldn't know her anyway. It sounded unnatural, rough, and scary.
Какая еще Алиса?
Who the fuck is Alicia? Alicia. Alisa.
У тебя чё, кукуха поехала?
Did you hit your head?
Не ссы, ща вмиг вылечим.
Whatever, we'll fix you right up. The fatso spit through the gap in his teeth and pushed me so hard that I hit my back against a tree.
Ну как, полегчало?
Are you feeling better now? It can't be. Did Alisa really lure me into this trap, to these bastards? I'm pretty sure that in all outcomes of this, that the big boy was a unpleasant surprise. I mean, this is sort of on the way back, isn't it? I can't believe this.
Глядите-ка, пацаны, а здесь он не такой борзый, как в школе.
Look here, guys. He's not so brave here compared to the school.
Ага, вылитый терпиловна.
A total wimp.
Ты, сука приезжая, не на того руку поднял.
You fucked with the wrong guy, transfer student. To be honest, Simeon, you're the one who keeps fucking around. Also, shouldn't you be in school cleaning up? That was your duty today, wasn't it? Semyon was moving towards me, readying his fist. I whistle. In that moment, the other delinquent in track pants made a loud whistle, and the hulking boy lowered his hand. It was unexpected. Seems like Baburin wasn't the leader of this gang. In reality, they were all listening to the boy who was looking like a small carnivore with very strong and sharp teeth. Probably decided to have some fun at my expense first.
Слышь, Гондон Батькович,
Hey, faggot junior,
это что ли твоя Алиса?
is this your Alisa? Only then I noticed Shulka beside my legs, trembling from the cold, snow-plastered all over his fur. So the dog most certainly is real, but I suppose he would be if it was part of the pack that chased me. That felt like a wolf, but was a little cute dog. The delinquent squatted in front of the dog and beckoned with his hand.
Ой ты, батюшки.
Oh my.
Алиса, ко мне, сучка блохастая.
Alisa, come here, you flea-ridden bitch. I would not say that, should she be as magical and so much part of the forest that she seems to be. Maybe he is the next one to disappear. I mean, I wouldn't miss it. The others let out nasty laughs. Also, that's mean. I shouldn't wish that upon him, but yeah. If anyone has to go, then him. The dog's heirs perked up and she started carefully moving closer.
Иди сюда. Иди, дам кое-чего.
Yeah, come here. I've got something for you. Is that the same boy that threw the snowball earlier? If not, it seems like he's gonna do that now. What the fuck? I mean, what the fuck? These boys need to go to an asylum. I mean, that's not just animal cruelty anymore. That's attempting to kill it. My goodness, the dog didn't even have a chance to sniff him when this animal abuser caught it by the air and kicked it right under the tail so hard it flew into the nearest snow pile, squealing. The forest will remember. The whole gang burst out laughing, and my heart got encrusted in ice. I suppose that's one way to say that we don't give two shits anymore, and he's going into the snow. Fist first, and then snow. Even the birds that were perched up on the tree's branches left out frightened caws. But it was quite a whelps. At the edge of my vision, I saw something flash in the illusory twilight of the sleeping forest. Or there was just bushes moving their icy branches in the wind.
Ромка, она ж больше срать не сможет.
Rumka, it won't be able to shit after this. It's funny, is that rumka. Rumpa is butt in Norwegian. Sounds similar. But yeah. It may not be able to shit after this, but I don't think you'll be able to live after this. The forest remembers.
Давай теперь я.
Let me kick the fucking thing one more time. You will fucking not do such a thing.
Второй раз ебану минус на минус даст плюс.
Two negatives will make a positive. Well, we could say that about him as well. We punched him once, we can punch him again. The stray was already nowhere to be seen. Yeah, good luck running after that now.
Чего ты, баран?
What? Are you an idiot?
Втолкуй его на очкарику, где его место.
Go and show the Four Eyes his place.
Только так, чтобы он понял.
In a way that he understands.
Ага, за ним косякно.
Yeah, he fucking owes you.
Этот очкарик тебе при всем классе всек.
This wimp whacked you in front of the whole class. Then why didn't the whole class see that I was pushed into a girl? Because the girl was like, hey, everyone saw you grope me. Everyone, I don't know. Maybe it just looked different. That she could, pin it on that. But still, more than half the class must have seen that he pushed me after all. If they saw I landed on her, they must have seen that he pushed me.
Да без Б.
Semyon brought a sizable signet ring with some geometric shape carved in it up to my face. Does that mean that I'm gonna have an imprint? I'm gonna get a new non-tattooed tattoo?
Ща, парашник, я тебе этой печаткой так заряжу. Клеймо на всю жизнь останется.
In a moment, I'll hit your faggot face so hard, it'll leave a mark for the rest of your life. You know, I have been chasing girls ever since I moved here. I don't know where I got the faggot from. But sure. Where did all of my inner strength and bravery go?
Стой!
Stop. A wheezy whisper left my lips and my head tilted forward, hitting Simon's fist. Red sparks flew from my eyes. It's like we can see so much. Like our emotions come to life visually. Oh.
Яша, подсоби!
Biasha, give me a hand. That sounded like blood coming off. Simon gave me a rough push towards the bastard with the slanting eyes and he tripped me. Ah, okay. It sounded like something liquidy. Maybe it was just a snow. Oh. I fell on the sharp crust of ice and the fatso stepped on my hand, preventing me from getting up. A painful groan escaped my throat.
Слыхали, как заныл?
Did you hear him whimper?
А ты случаем не педик?
Is he actually a faggot or something? We'll put you in the same situation and we'll see how much of a F-word you are. I started to lose breath from anger and resentment. The pain was growing. My air was hot, and pulsating pain was shooting through it, like it was cut off, and a ball of nettle was soon in its place.
Чё молчишь, Антошка?
Why so silent, Antoshka?
Отвечай, ты педик?
Come on, tell us. Are you a faggot? Yeah, they just want to really push me to either punch them or to forever yield. Like, they want me to like forever give up. But at the same time, they are really, really pushing it. Oh, there we go. At this moment, I felt pure, unbridled rage. The amalgamation of my anger. Like the sprout's ink, it rose up from the depths of my mind, filling all my thoughts.
Твари!
Morons.
Знаете, что мой...
Did you know? That almost sounds like we're going to turn into a werewolf.
Мой отец!
Did you know that my dad
Кто-то педик.
is also a fag, suggested by Biasha? Come on, that's getting old now. Semyon burst out laughing, and so did his lackeys. Okay, this became the last straw. Fear and anger were grappling inside me like mad dogs.
Он айкидо занимался! Поняли?
He knows Aikido, got it? Aikido? Is that like a... Maybe that's like a battle stance. Like a battle sport.
Он еще воевал!
And he's a vet.
Таких, как вы, с закрытыми глазами убивает!
He'll kill the likes of you with his eyes closed.
Я только слово скажу, он...
One word from me and he'll, and we know not because the father doesn't want that his son is like a sissy, is the impression I got. Like, he wants the son to learn the hard life on his own and probably doesn't want to interfere. Romka lifted up his arm, stopping my torrent of lies. Yeah, there we go. And made a couple of steps forward. Semyon slowly backed off, giving me an opportunity to stand up. Did he believe me? Well, he looked a bit worried. Maybe not the first one here, or the second one. The North fake? You see the fake from the North? Was he confused by my face, twisted with rage? Or did he see something behind me?
Воевал, говоришь?
A vet, you say?
Мой батя тоже воевал.
My dad also fought in the war. Okay, so it's a thing to bond over, maybe.
В Афгане.
In Afghan.
А твой?
And yours?
И мой.
Mine too.
Да, и в каких войсках, интересно?
Oh, really? What force did he serve in then? I stumbled. Fear chomped at my raged throat and made it bleed.
Да он фуфло гонит, Ромка.
He's full of shit, Romka.
Бля, будуна.
Sure as fuck, eh?
Думал, меня так просто развести?
Did you think I'm so easy to trick?
Я тебя, сучонка, насквозь вижу.
I can see through all your lies, little bitch. There was a nasty smile on his face now. This didn't bode well for me.
Ты сам себе приговор подписал.
Well, you've asked for this.
В школе тебя училка спасла, ну а теперь все!
A teacher saved you at school, but here,
Хана тебе!
you're fucked.
Во-во.
That's right.
Давай, Антошка. Молись, чтобы твой труп по весне нашли б.
Pray that they find your dead body come spring, eh?
Сидел бы ниже травы, был бы целочкой.
If only you stayed silent, you wouldn't have lost a hair. I would in school.
Жирного стукнул, одно дело.
Hitting Fatso is one thing. Is he also calling him Fatso now?
Но про Афган пиздеть, где мой батя под пулями. Долг интернациональный. В Даште Марго, блядь.
But fucking around with stuff like Afghan, where my dad spent time under fire, on international duty, in fucking Dashte Margo. Dashte Margo, a desert region in the southern provinces of Helmland and Nimruz in Afghanistan. Its name can be translated into English as Plain of Death. During the conflict in Afghanistan, the Soviet army destroyed countless drug caravans headed to Iran there.
Сёма, ушатай-ка его.
Give him a good pounding, Sioma. The delinquents closed in on me again, and I ended up in front of Semyon. Blood was pumping in my temples. Branches were swaying back and forth, as if whispering something, giving me hope. The forest is biting. I gritted my teeth, fighting the thought that I looked silly, and took a boxing stance I often saw in the movies.
Хера ты, Майк Тайсон.
But, Arya, fucking Mike Tyson? This was my first ever fight. I will remember it for the rest of my life, if I don't kick the bucket, of course. At the edge of my vision, trying to just scour here because I know sometimes you can see some details, like in the window. At the edge of my vision, I noticed the darkness writhed again, as if someone was walking back and forth there. As if someone's waiting for me? I sensed Roma's claws grab my backpack.
Манатки, Антошка.
Give me your shit, Antoshka.
Махаться мешает.
It'll get in the way. I was about to refuse, unwilling to cooperate with the bastard, but then he fisted a butterfly knife out of his pocket with one smooth motion, spun it as if showing off, and put the blade to my neck. Jesus Christ.
Слышь, Фрей, расслабься, а то больно будет.
Hey, easy buddy, I can make it painful. I let out a cloud of steam instead of words. Romka pulled it with all his might, and my backpack ended up in his hands. Calm and relaxed. An insidious smile on his face, he looked into my backpack. They're gonna find a painting for Olia.
Ты от нас что-то скрываешь, да?
Are you hiding something from us?
У меня в школе какая-то крыса сменку подрезала.
Some rat stole my school shoes.
Ща поглядим, может, это был...
Let me see if it was...
Опачки!
Opa, what's this? Romka gave me a dubious smile. It's the picture, isn't it? Bunny scissors.
Так, а что это у нас здесь?
Not into the snowman. So what do we have here? My text and notebooks fell in the snow. He was holding my backpack in one hand and something weird in the other. It looked like... a mask. A bunny mask. I thought this was part of the scissors. Roma lifted it high, as if showing to someone else, to someone in the treetops, in the twilight among the trees. It's sort of like we were the bunny that hopped around. How did that get in there? Was it always there? I mean, we were a bunny moments ago. Were we turning into a bunny as we were chasing the fox, slowly turning into animals? I mean, with the reversed food chain where I chased the fox. I mean, it's that would be a fun friendship where I don't get eaten. You wouldn't eat your friends, would you? An old bunny mask. Long, worn-out ears, barely visible nose and whiskers, mangy fur on the sides. Where did it come from? Who put it there? Semyon laughed.
Новый год уже прошел, мудила.
It's way past New Year's, moron. They can see it too. Things are becoming very real. They can see this too, which gives credibility to the fox mask. Because this ain't mine. Up until now it wasn't mine.
Или ты реально поехавший?
Are you really a loony?
Это не мое.
It's not mine.
Да как не твое,
How come
В
it's
твоем
not?
портфеле лежала она.
It was in your backpack. Romka was watching the scene unfold with an evil smile on his face.
А знаешь что?
You know what?
Надевай.
Put it on. Oh.
Зачем?
Why?
Надевай, говорю.
Because I'm telling you to. Why? Do you like to see me cuter?
Попрыгаешь перед нами, зайчик.
You'll hop like a bunny for us.
Давай, давай!
Yeah, come on.
Или без штанов домой пойдешь на.
Or we'll leave you pantless. Well, it sounded like I was about to tear off my pants while I was chasing the fox girl anyway. Like tearing off all our clothes, becoming one with nature. Becoming deadly sick, probably more like it. What if someone from our class will pass by? Someone from our class is here.
Надену.
I will not.
Сёма,
Syama,
надень-ка на него.
put it on him. Biasha rushed to his friend's side and took the worn-out mask from him with a buffoonish bow. Then he passed it to Semyon, who was already rubbing his hands in anticipation. I looked around the pine woods. Yeah, she's not here. She might be scouting from afar. Maybe she like reverted into an animal. She seemed like she was. Like she started losing clothes. It sounded like we were, our eyes sharpened. We could hear more easily. It sounded like we were becoming an animal, sort of. So maybe she is like a real fox now, just staying in the bushes, like afraid, like humans are like around. Maybe she's getting help. Maybe she's not real. But yeah, I looked around the pine woods, as if waiting for help, as if the shadows that writhed around us would take pity on me and take my side. Branches looked like arms, twisted in unusual angles. Blackened bark was their charred skin, and the darkness was the smoke they produced. I can't run, won't get away. They'll catch me. And when they do, they will catch you. They will catch you and they will kill you. But first, they will catch you. If you know that quote, bonus points. But first, they must catch you, I think it was.
Только учти, Сёма,
Let me warn you, Syama.
если он скакать не станет, ты сам за него поскачешь.
If he won't hop, you'll take his place. Got it? What? As if like what? So why would he not want to put the mask on me? As if he felt threatened, like felt some magic or something in the mask, like hesitating. Enough for this other one to say, if you have to jump if you don't put it on him. Well, fine. It also sounds like you know how I mentioned earlier, like I thought this was the one being bullied. Maybe he was the one being bullied. I mean, that girl, it makes sense. The girl said that he wasn't always like this. So when they found a use for him because he's bigger, he's stronger, then he gets to be part of this all. So maybe this is like a jump to that. It's like, you know, you'll be at the bottom of our food chain if you don't do what we tell of you to put it on him.
Этот чмошник и не станет?
This piece of shit won't?
Да погляди на него, он же дурик конченый.
Just look at him. He's alone. He's a total loony.
Этот дурик тебе уже раз в жбан зарядил.
This loony had already smacked you in the face.
Ромка прав.
Romka's right. Uh-oh.
Давай, толстый. Восстанавливай авторитетно.
Which makes sense why they call him Fatso as well. Come on, Fatso, assert your fucking dominance.
Или сам у нас запрыгаешь так, что тетяндра отцепится.
Or we'll make you hop so hard, your pig tits will fall off. He must indeed be scared of Romka. Yeah, former bullied. Semyon swore silently and glared at me. Yep, better others than himself.
Вот,
Here,
это чтобы маска хорошо налезла.
it'll fit better this way. It doesn't make sense how stiff he was in the classroom, though. That sounded like he's been like this all his life, so... Oh, fuck you. He hurled a huge ball of spit on the inside of the plastic bunny face and put it close to mine. His spit looked like a squashed spider. Romka's face twisted. He spasmed like a beast, like he wanted to tell Simeon something, but then he suddenly stopped. Okay, what is it with the mask? The mask is doing something. Simeon was still close by, with a disgusting smirk on his face and a terrible smell coming from his mouth. Okay, maybe that's it. He really smells. He has really bad dental hygiene.
Надевай, быра!
Put it on, fast,
А то урою!
or you're dead. The mask almost looked even more disgusting now. Yet, despite everything, I felt like it was a chance for salvation. Well, it's not gonna beat me up immediately, is what I get from it. They'll let me hop around and play for a bit, instead of beating me down immediately. But I can't help feeling that there's more to it. I could become my second skin. If only I was to put it on. If only my face was to touch its bumpy surface. I'm sure the fur will glitter. The ears will tremble like they're alive. It's like The Mask, the movie, or the cartoon TV series. You become it when you put it on. I just need to put it on, and Simeon and his friends will be gone. Okay, that's a bit enthusiastic, but we have nothing to lose by putting it on, so... Forever. Okay, come now. Tell to fuck off or put on. I'll put it on. I reached out. My hand wasn't shaking anymore. Wipe away the spit at least. Your thumb can wipe it off without them watching. Simeon handed me the mask and let out an evil laugh. The fur felt warm to the touch. Just like I expected if it was a real animal. I mean, you have gloves on, don't you? So emotions manifest into visions. And visions manifest into emotions. You know, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm the loony. I got goosebumps. Electricity flowed through my spine.
Вот оно,
This is it. My one chance.
мое спасение.
My possible salvation. A voice whispered to me from the well of my subconscious. Just put it on, and nobody will hurt you. The forest froze, gazing at me with cracks in the bark. I acted slowly. I took off my glasses, and you can see everything getting blurry as we did. There's a lot of detail gone into this game. I got rid of the nasty spit on the paper mache. Good. There was movement inside of the bunny mask. Not caused by the spit. It looks a bit more fuzzy, doesn't it? As if something was trying to break out. And I needed to help it. I lifted up the mask and started moving it toward my flaming cheeks. Just like in that movie with Jim Carrey. There we go. There we go, the mask. This mask had power. I'm glad it's not just me. This mask had strength. Somebody stop me. Carton touched my skin. And cue to the place, like the part of the Mask movie where he sort of spins a little bit around and nothing happens when he tries to prove this to someone. And he acts as if he's becoming one with the mask and nothing happens. But alright, it enveloped my skin. It enveloped my skull, my nose, took the shape of my face. It smelled like an animal lair and pine. My lips touched some sort of hard, wavy material. My armor. Strangely enough, through the slits of the old carnival mask, I was able to see as good as through my glasses. A trio of boys frozen in the clearing. Snowflakes frozen in air. The trees whose shadows formed black streams towards me. And a weird silhouette in the early twilight just behind the windfall. In all that silence, Semyon nervously whispered,
Пацаны,
"Hey guys,
что это с ним?
what's up with him?" I broadened my shoulders. My muscles felt like they were made of steel. Invisible plumes of fog flew towards me, breaking off the trees. I was absorbing the forest's power with every pore of my body. Oh, look at him sweating. I smiled underneath the mask. No, I showed my teeth. My fists were itching. My stomach was growling.
Он превращается!
He's turning. You asked for this. I made a step forward. Simon carefully stepped forward toward me, as if he was walking on thin ice. A trail from my dreams snaked in front of me again. Endless, alluring. It was beckoning me away from all the problems, to the new, wonderful world. The world of magic, Neverland. I pulled on the zipper, opened my coat, and threw it into the snow with a fast motion. Then I growled. I felt like something was frantically looking for the exit underneath my skin. It went towards Semyon.
Он превращается!
He's turning.
Твою мать!
Oh fuck.
Превращается!
Turning?
Конченого мудака!
These fucking guys, they had me. Into a fucking retard. Oh, it was too good to be true. The clearing blew up in hysteric laughter. Pyasha was clutching his stomach. Roma smirked, shaking his head. And Semyon, who was laughing the most out of the three, pardon my English, who was laughing the most out of the three, spat on his knuckles and waved his fist like a club. That's not what the mask looked like. Well, actually, it looked like a bunny even. Maybe that's just me, but it feels like we look a bit more like a bunny. Like that fox girl with the all too realistic mask.
Ну и дебил же ты, Тошик!
But then again, even the girl walking around would be like she seemed very fox-like eventually, but she even they would also think, oh, okay, that's just a mask. It's a very realistic looking one. I keep saying that, but still, they will not stop them, and this does not stop them from hitting me. Oh! A fist collided with my mask. The fur didn't dampen the blow at all. Yeah, that's more or less pure paper mache. There was no power, no magic smoke coming from the pines. I flew toward the bushes and landed on my butt. My vision, bolstered by adrenaline a moment before, returned to normal.
Вот это был номер!
Now that was something.
Думал, он на четвереньки встанет и сгрызет нас всех!
I thought he'd get on all fours and tear us to bits. I mean, it sounds like a joke, but at the same time, it sounds like he was a bit anxious, like how he hesitated putting the mask on me even. And the others threatened him with like, well, you have to do it if you don't make him do it. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me.
Как морковку!
Like a carrot.
Ха! Не, ну вы видели,
Yo, did you see that?
видели?
Did you? Yeah, I guess I was in the spotlight, so it's going to be hard not to have seen that.
Это считается, что он попрыгал.
Does this count as him hopping?
Это даже лучше.
This was even better. I sobbed, but they cannot see me cry because of the mask. They cannot be allowed to see me cry. The mask had one advantage. If I cry now, nobody would see my tears, indeed. Well, it looked like I could see the fox girl's tears earlier on. A shed of it, but I don't
Ну и
know.
дурик.
What a loony.
Да тебе в психбольнице место.
You belong in a loony house. Well, you belong in jail.